sanananan, jari 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 pavatu. San sananana, san sanananan, jari 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 pavatu.
Un Diyos Augustus, Josias Christian di Grupshan, Bagus di Information di Place di France. Or let's say, good afternoon everyone, my name is Christian Acolder from Group 5, and today I will give you some information all about in the France. So the first is the capital of France. What is the capital of France? So Paris is the capital of France and most populous in the city of France. And it is situated on the Saint River of the north, in the north of France. And they also, the center of the France, or the center of the France, they called it Isle de France in the region Parisian, or in the English is region of Paris. So second is the population. So what is the population in France? So let's say in the current population in 2024 is the 64,881,800 at 0.19 year back of 2023. So it means noong 2023 tumaas lang siya ng 0.19 population. So sa 2023 is 64 million pero 700,000 at 0.2%. So yung 0.2 naman yung galing naman po sa 2022. So bale yung current ngayon ng 2024 is 64,881,800 at 0.19 increase from 2023. So yun po yung population nila is 64 million na 800,000. And sa 2023, 64 million din po pero 700,000. Bali, 100k plus lang po yung nadagdag nung year of 2024. So next is history. So France has reached conflicts history that dates back to ancient times. So, marami po siyang history. So, there are the three questions that we need to answer about the history of France. So, first is, what was France originally called? So, France was originally called as the Gaul or Francia. Yung Gaul po yung tinatawag po nilang the tribe dati na nakatira po sa France, yung dati po nanirahan. So, meron po dong king na si Clovis Francia, Clovis Franks, na yun po yung namumuno po dati sa tribo na nakatira po dati sa France, which is hindi pa talaga France yung tawag doon. At pinangalanan lang po nun dahil po sa king na yun. So yun po yung tanong dito. Who was France founded by? So, ang tanong dito, si Clovis King po yung founded o naging founder ng France, or naging kilala po yung France dahil po sa kanya, dahil po sa history at saka story po na meron po din sa France, which is the Clovis Franks. And kinonsider po siya ng founder of French nation. Yun po yung si Clovis Franks. So, ang tawag po dati, yun po yung last question. Who settled the France first? Ito po yung si Clovis Franks. And sino po yung, ano po yung dating tawag sa France is Francia Gaul. So yun po yung tawag dati, Francia Gaul or Gaul if I'm not mistaken. And next is religion. So yung religion po nila is umaabot po ng 54.2% of Christianity, and the rest is the unaffiliated Christians. Ibig sabihin po iba pong regions po, or iba pong, religion, hindi region. Religion. So iba po mga Judaism, Hinduism, Islam, tsaka iba pa. And 47.4 belonging to the Catholic Church. So bale yung 54 na doon, bale sa 54 na yun, 47 ang Catholic Church na madami po doon sa French nation. So next is festival or celebration. So the first is Berg-sur-Mer-Kite Festival. So ilalagay ko na po dito sa taas. So first is Berg-sur-Mer-Kite Festival. Ito po yung mga pandiriwang about sa mga kites, papagandaan ng kites, pagandahan ng design, ng pataasan ng lipad ng mga kites every April po. March to April ng month po ng every year. So ito po yung festival na po ito is sineselebrate tuwing March to April year. So, maganda po yung mga design, magaganda po yung mga gawa po ng mga kite at nagpapaligsahan po at saka may price po ito. So next is Menton Lemon Festival. So sa Menton Lemon Festival, it is about the Carnival of Menton. Ibig sabihin na Menton, it is the citrus fruit na sineselebrate nila, which is the lemon, orange, and dalandan or something and so on. So citrus food po yung itong lemon nito. So I will be papakita ko mamaya dito yung pictures ng Lenten Festivals. So, sa Lenten Festival, it is about the dragon, yung may itsura po sa dragon, which is puro lemon and orange, and also the other citrus food na belong po dun sa Menton Lemon Festival. So, dun po nakadesign po siya na dragon. Papakita ko mamaya. And the last is Bastille Day. I'm not familiar with this festival, but this is all about the airplanes na madaming airplanes na lumilipad sa himpapawid, pero yung mga usok may mga kulay. So that is Bastille Day. So ginaganap po ito ng February na every year February po. Then it's all about the peace na nakikita nila and freedom po. Sa flag naman po tayo, which is meron po dong blue, white, and red. So, sa blue po is ibig sabihin liberty. Sa white po is equality. And sa red po is fraternity. So, yun pong ibig sabihin ng mga flags po nito. Yun, liberty and equality and fraternity. Yun na lang po. Hindi ko na po na ano eh. So, sa flag carrier po is Air France. So, when we say the flag carrier, ito po yung mga nilalandingan nating mga lugar kung saan pwedeng maglanding yung lugar natin papunta dun sa destination natin. For example, Philippines to France. So, yung flag carrier po ng France, which is the Air France, dun po tayo maglalanding pag galing tayo sa Pilipinas. Yun po yung parang international airport. So, trivia lang po. So, sa trivia naman po is all about the lights or sa Paris po na tinatawag nila. So, yung Paris po is all about the, yung Paris po tinatawag the City of Lights. Dahil just because of the sunset is going down, tas nasa likod po ng Paris yun. Kaya maganda po yung lightning, maganda po yung pagka ng araw sa likod po ng Paris. Yung sa Eiffel Tower. So, sa tourist spot. Eiffel Tower. So Eiffel Tower po yun. Karaniwang nababanggit na po ito sa mga social media, sa pinakasikat sa France, which is yung Paris, di ba? Yung Eiffel Tower doon nila, yung nakatayong letter A, naka-letter A yun. So maganda doon. So yung mga activities na makikita mo dito sa Eiffel Towers, which is the restaurant sa baba po ng Eiffel Tower, and sa mga bar, mga playgrounds para sa mga bata, and pwede ka po mag-sightseeing, walking distance kung gusto mo maglakad-lakad dyan. Kasi walking distance na po yung Eiffel Towers pagdating mo po doon. So, pwede kang ikot-ikot lang doon, picture-picture, meron doon golf, meron din doon, yung golf na tawag doon. Then, yun, pwede kang mag-volleyball doon kung gusto mo. Next is Nice. French Riviera town known for its Marquise and other art museum. So, art museum po dito, yung mga history or mga Asian Greek mythology na meron dun na meron po dun sa France, which is Nice. So, madami pong nakalagay na sa museum mga history or mga heroes na meron doon, mga Greek mythologies, mga god and goddesses. Next is Marcel, tsaka yung next kong yan ang tourist spot is French Riviera. Magkadikit lang po sila, tsaka magaganda po puro mga bulaklak, mga design din po ng mga, mga 50 restaurant of Menton. Parang ganun po kanila. So, para sa mga formation po ng mga bulaklak, formation po ng mga, bulaklak, mas ganun. Ito meron dito Menton. So, Marcel is informally spelled in English as Marcel is the prefecture of French Department of Bouches-du-Rhône and capital of the province of Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. Hindi ko po alam kung paano yung pronounce ito kasi mahirap yung pronunciation about the places of France kasi French na, diba? So, ito po, province Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. So, ilalagay ko dito. And, yeah, the province of region Southern France. So, Southern France po ito siya. It's located on the coast of the Gulf of Lion. So, sa Gulf of Lion, nandun po yung Marcel. Makikita po natin yung mamaya. Papakita ko. Near the mouth of Rhone River. So, Rhone River, papakita ko rin po. A resident of Marcel is a Marcelias. So, yung mga resident po daw sa Marcel, ang tawag po daw sa kanila doon is Marcelias. Marcelias or Marcelias. Parang ganun. Next is French Riviera. French Riviera is known for French as the Côte Côte d'Azur. D'Azur is the Mediterranean coastline in the southern corner of France. Nasa southeast naman po siya kasi kanina yung nabanggit ko po sa Marcel is nasa province po sa southern naman po siya. Ito sa southeast po. So sa southeast naman po yung French Riviera, corner of France. Sa corner of France po sa southeast. So, and there is no official boundary, but the Alpes Maritime Department extending from the rock formation, massive the austere dimension of the France-Italy border, although some of the sources placed in the western boundary further for the west around Saint Tropez or even Toulon. Toulon is malapit lang po din po siya sa French Riviera. Maganda po ito, parang river po siya. Parang siyang river, pero ano siya, man-made siya. Kasi may... Let's move on to the culture and tradition. So the culture and tradition, pasok po dito sa greetings yung culture and tradition po ito ng mga French sa France. So sa greetings po sa babae at lalaki, yung the way na pag-respect po nila is kisses to the cheeks and hugs. Sa boys naman po is handshaking and eye contact. Hindi mo parang natural naman yung eye contact, pero sa kanila kasi is, you know, when we going to approach them, we're going to handshaking with them, and usually, you know, eye contact with there's nothing wrong with that person, and actually when we are going to approach the other person in other nations or the other people in other country, we're going to handshaking and, you know, respect and how we being polite and how we talk properly to them. So yun po yung pag-greetings nila is all about yung culture and tradition po nila, pasok po doon. Yung tradition, yung mga pang-uugali po nila is, you know, when we, sa pagluluto, kasi mahilig sila sa pagluluto. And actually, sa pagluluto, meron silang, sa pagluluto, sila yung the best na sa paggawa ng cuisine, sa paggawa ng mga pagkain, the best po sila, masarap po sila. Kaya halos lahat ng mga chef is they are all French or mga lahing France. Kasi dahil po sa kultura nila, sa pagiging pagaling sa pagluluto, na-adapt nila sa sarili nila, at naging kilala po yung France bilang sa pagaling sa pagluto at mga iba-ibang po tayo na masasarap na mga natin. At saka sila din po yung, you know, pag nagbebenta sila ng mga ulam, sobrang mahal. And actually, hindi po sila katulad natin na yung karinderya lang, or hindi katulad ng iba na parang yung specialties lang nila. Pero sila, as in, pinag-aralan po nila yung mga putay at saka masasarap yung mga niluluto nila just because of the love and effort na binibigay po nila sa pagluluto. Kaya tinatawag po silang or kilala sila sa magagaling na magluto. And next is land area. So land area is umabot po siya ng 551,500 plus or 500, sakong 500 kilometers and 212,900 square meter. So yung metropolitan France po daw is meron po land area na 551,500 kilometers and 219,011 square meters yung haba po niya. So ito na yung pinakamalaking land area po na meron sa Europe, yung France. Yung language naman po nila is first is French is 96.25%. Sa English po is 24.21%. At meron po silang language na Spanish. Dahil po sa pananakop natin ng mga Spanyol, na-adapt or na-address nila yung the way na pag-uusap nila or nakikipagkalakalan sila sa ibang bansa para, you know, to pagkilala sa mga lugar-lugar at saka bilang sa mga presidente na nagkikita at saka sa mga dating naninirahan din sa France, yung mga Spanish. So, dati po yun. Kaya na-address din ng iba na, or marunong din yung iba mag-Spanish, or di kaya dahil po rin sa mga kadugo ng mga French, meron silang Spanish. Kaya marunong din sila magsalita dahil po sa old generation po na meron sila, or year back of century. So, next is, let's move down to the delicacy. First delicacies that they have in France is beef bourguignon, is the possibly more French way to prepare beef than to marinate beef. So hindi sila nagmamarinate ng beef just because pumapangit yung lasa pag nilalagyan nila ng mga soup tsaka vegetables. So iba yung way nila ng pagluto ng beef bourguignon. Ipapakita ko yung picture dito. So meron siyang fresh vegetables. Second is tarte tatin. Tarte tatin, the list of classic French dishes would be incomplete without the inclusion of something from the country's extensive repertoire or patisserie, though to us not refine the architectural assumptions since in the windows of French sweet shop, the buttery shimmering tarte tatin essentially upside down caramelized apple tart is famous around the world of its rich flavor and unique history. So yung tarte tatin is all about the yung dessert na pinaprepare nila when it comes to eating while eating in dinner or dinner, breakfast and lunch. So, pinaprepare po nila. So, baring specialty din nila yung tarte tatin just because of the sweetened and caramelized apple tart. So, third is boa base with a long name and even longer list of ingredients. So, ito po yung boa base. Matagal-tagal din yung pag-pronounce ng pangalan niya just because mahaba rin po yung madami rin po yung ingredients na meron po dito. So, Marcel gift to France culinary canon. The soup, once a poor main dish and now means a mainstay or on many Michelin-starred menu, elevates the catch of the day beyond their standard soup to be poison. So, ibig sabihin po na standard soup to be poison. Nakadepende lang po sa tao kung anong kakain nila. Baka kasi magka-rashes or magkaroon ng contaminations or cross-contamination when it comes to eating in that food or soup. So, bale, po siya, bilang lang po siya, pero napakasikat siya dahil unique food po siya ng France. The fourth is French onion soup. Soup naman ulit po. So, when it comes, from the word itself pala na onion soup, French onion soup, yung parang iba yung way nila na pagluto ng soup, ng onion soup. So, iba yung timpla, iba yung paggawa ng soup. Bale, French way, French onion soup nga. So, it's not a new invention or even a dish that can be directly tied to France. Some of the earliest interaction of it can be traced back to ancient Rome. So, matagal-tagal na ginawa talaga to na sumikat lalo dahil sinauna pa na ginawa ito. Bale, na naging famous version siya ng soup dahil din dun sa sinaunang paggawa ng soup. Bale, in-improve na ngayon dahil sa, dumadami na tsaka nagiging bigati na po yung paggawa ng soup. The version you ordered stuff your meal made with beef stock, onions, toasted bread, and goy grocer cheese. So, yun po daw yung meron doon. Yung made daw siya ng beef stock, onions, and toasted bread and goy. I'm not familiar with goy, but siguro ayun din yung isa sa ingredients na meron dun sila. Meron kasi yung tinapay dito, toasted bread. So, yun, isa rin yun dun. Bale, pares po ng soup na yun. The last is escargot. Escargot is escargot, if I'm not mistaken. The classic recipe involves snails with parsley and garlic butter. So, snails po daw siya na nilalagyan ng butter, ng garlic butter. The snails are served warm in the inside with their shell, or it's a specific dish fashioned with 6 to 12 small compartments. Often dish comes with some bread to help soak up the rich buttery flavor. So, naging masarap po yung snail na ito. Parang unique food po ng French. Masarap po ito dahil po sa tulong ng butter. So, naging buttery flavor po siya and may onions. So, what do you think was the taste of escargot? It's really giving unique taste, or it's really giving hindi pasok sa lasa mo, or magugustuhan mo siya. But that is the last delicacy. So, tapos na tayo sa tourist spot. So, that's all, guys. And thank you for listening. I hope na makatulong to and you will sana magbigyan ka ng knowledge all about my report and topics na binibigay sa inyo all about in the France. But hindi lahat yan nasabi ko, pero some briefly information na meron dun sa France na nagtulong kayo. And thank you so much for listening and sana makatulong sa inyo. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.